The Columbus Wine Festival kicks off on Friday at the Franklin Park Conservatory. Here to tell us about this year's festival is Ann Gabriel with Avenue Brands. Ann, thanks for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
I think wine intimidates a lot of people. A wine tasting would be a really great way to introduce yourself to wine, and in a way that makes it very easy for you.
Exactly. And the Columbus Wine Festival is a great opportunity to do that. There'll be over 40 wineries, 300 wines, and if you intend on going, I do have some pointers to share to enhance your experience.
Right, and these are just kind of ways to tell what you like. There's no right or wrong answer.
No right or wrong.
So show us kind of, I'm going to grab the white here. What things would I do before a taste?
So when you go to the wine festival, first of all, the wines will be on the table, lightest to heaviest.
Okay.
And whites to reds.
Okay.
And so first of all, what you're going to do is you're going to look at the color.
Okay.
And you'll be able to tell by looking at the glass, especially on white wines. Like if it's a lighter white wine, you'll be able to tell whether or not it's had some oak aging, the complexity of the wine. So this one is a lighter white wine, and this one that you're holding is a Chardonnay, and it's had some oak to it, so it's a tad bit darker.
Okay.
And so you'll be able to tell from that. And on the reds, same thing. A lighter red will be lighter in color. If it's a more complex red, it'll be darker in color, more oak aging to it. And so first thing you want to do is look at color.
Okay.
And then the next thing you want to do is you want to smell it. And what you're doing,
you're swirling it,
yes,
right?
You're swirling your glass. And what you're doing when you're doing this is you're actually letting the oxygen into the wine by swirling it.
Okay.
And then you're letting the aromas out.
Okay.
So what you do is you swirl it and you smell it, and the reason why you smell it is because so much of your taste is actually in the smell.
Sure, which I always thought was silly. When I went to my first wine tasting, I'm thinking, why am I smelling this? But that really gives you a good idea of what you're about to taste.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you do get those notes, as they call them, right? You can detect sometimes a cherry or an oak.
Right. And really, when you're smelling the wine, not only are you getting so many nuances of the wine, but you can tell right off the bat how fruity a wine is going to be, because the aroma of the wine will come through right away.
Is this a Cabernet?
You are drinking you have in your hand the Elements Red Blend, which is actually
it's a blend?
It's a blend of about 8 different grapes.
Okay, it smells great. I love it.
It is great.
Let's talk about, too, when people go up to some of these stations, you're not quite sure what to do. You see some people spilling out the wine, some spitting it out, and that's not necessarily because they don't like it, right?
Not at all. If you want to make it, if you want to taste as many wines as you possibly can and still
be able to walk.
Thank you. and still be able to walk. It's okay to take a sip of your wine and then dump it out. It's even very standard practice in my industry to take a sip of the wine and then actually spit it out. So you're not offending anybody by doing that, and it's very acceptable.
And I'm running out of time here, but you brought also some things that are just good to pair with wines. To maybe take a little.
Crackers are great to munch on between tasting wine. It helps to cleanse the palate and kind of clear your way to the next wine.
Okay, I love it. And thanks so much. Beautiful display.
Thank you so much.
The festival next weekend at the Franklin Park Conservatory.
Next Friday and Saturday.